Welcome.
Welcome to Level Up TV at levelupyourgame.net with the distribute and NVC, despite what the banner says. Alright, novice.
Hello.
Yeah, Antec Quake Live 4v4 CTF tournament at the party in Eindhoven. That's what we're covering today, remotely. Though TV1, we're actually covering it live with Zoom. Let's go into the game because they're actually readying up. This is going to be funC versus eind. Orion, Ian, Raced and Hoshi versus MP Mousestar, Ozu and... Okay. The two players got invalid password there. So I'm guessing we're going to get a restart.
Might as well restart the VOD.
Yeah, okay, we'll restart the VOD. Well, I don't know, because they might just join back in and just carry on. No, I'm happy with that VOD. That's fine, MVC. That's exciting. It shows what happens when you've got a password in your config. Anyway, yeah, so MP, Mousestar, Ozo, and Damiro. Damiro? Is that how you say it? Damiro?
Damiro, I think we'll go with.
Damiro
Sounds better.
for eind. Both in the lower bracket. And, yeah, just starting on Japanese castles. Are they going to restart? There's a bit of a debate.
Oh, no. Probably a bit my fault, you know. Every password in the config's my fault.
At least you're admitting it at last, NVC.
Yeah, might as well. It's inevitable.
So anyway, I'm going to switch round. Find some attacking players. Hoshi just stealing that base yellow of eind. Mousestar takes some heavy hits there. Hoshi having to back off. Could have picked up the rocket launcher ammo. The power-ups will be up in a second. There's MP on top of this regen. He does manage to grab it. Ian at the other end of the map with the other regen. So both teams have got their regenerations.
Yeah, smoother start than the last game we saw here on Japanese Castles, where we saw a delayed power-up right from the beginning, and it was really unfortunate for the losing team. They lost 8-0, so better already here between these two.
Yeah, following Ozo going in with this regeneration, it's pretty much run down now. I'm going to switch to Ian, who manages to pick up the flag away from MP's defense, manages to frag him as well. He's got 10 health, 225s are up, maybe the 25 to the right of this doorway as well. He does grab it, extra few rockets and a shotgun en route as well. He's got a teammate in support. Hoshi. Oh, good defensive play by eind, just blocking off that entrance there, taking him down mass numbers.
Yeah, I mean, this is the only map with spawns practically in the enemy's base, so, or in your home base, should we say. It'd be very difficult to get away with it.
Ozo was fragged picking up the flag there. He did manage to help his team in defense as a result through his spawn. In 66% rail at the moment. Probably hasn't had that many shots. Cycle around a little bit. Hoshi is attacking in low this time. Grenade's almost hitting him. Up against a two-man defense. It's pretty standard on this map. Have two players in charge of defense in that room. Nice grenades by MP. And let's switch round to Race in defense. We know that somebody's just going to come up from that lower area any second. Looks like they've been fragged anyway, so I'm going to cycle round to Ian, who's attacking in the blue base. MP going aggressive with the rocket launcher there. We've only got 10 seconds till the power up, so Ian is in a decent position as is to try and lock that down, although he has no health to work with.
Yeah, I mean, here we go, so like I say, our power-up Ozo's going to have that regen. Just that we're having a bit of a delay on the other one. I'm not sure if anyone's there ready to pick it up, but...
There it is, double power-up for eind. MP with this grab. It's going to move straight into their base. Probably wanted to let it stack up a little bit first, if I'm honest.
Yeah, I mean, funC a bit fortunate here. Thank God one of them is not a quad. A regen and quad could have been unstoppable. At least two regens could be
go. Oh, good defense. Takes him out. Wants to cover off the base room first. MP is inside that base room. Although he's fragged on top of that. And the power runs have concluded.
Yeah, like I say, it could have been so much worse had MP's power-up actually been a quad damage, but even then they weren't synced up well enough. Both of the regions seems to separate off. Weren't used to that full advantage, but... Very close game so far.
Yeah, I mean, do you have a favourite between these two that you think's going to take it?
I think on paper you'd have to go with funC, but when you look at Eindhoven, I think they have some secret talents in there. I think Eindhoven definitely the underdogs, but you know I think they could certainly take it.
Ian moving in with the rocket launcher here, shotgun in hand as well. MP takes a load of damage, got a teammate in support. Not going to come out on top that time. Did a fair bit of damage, might work out effectiveness. Have a look at Mouthstar, see what kind of stats he's hitting. 70% rail for him in this base room, working with MP in that defense. We've only got 25 seconds until the power-ups. Following Ozo at the moment, going out his own base area. Might be a setup for the power-up now, actually. By funC on the Eind's home power-up. Keep following Ozo though for a little bit because he's looks like he might be attacking Eind's power-up. In fact, they might get each other's.
Mouthstar's at home going to pick up his home one quad damage.
Oh yeah, sorry, did I get that confused? And
oh wow! And this is good. Look, we've got a
Zamiro.
regen and a quad disrepute.
Yeah,
This
so
is
they
what
can team them up together. I mean, you got an option there. You can split them, or you can double it up. And they have decided to double it up. So as long as Mouthstar doesn't get hit by some serious damage, should be alright. Yellow is up as well, so that's worked out really well for him. Needs to move out as quick as he can to the midfield to use this quad at the right position. He has missed out on the quad, but he's still got such a stack. He should be looking pretty good. Being chased down, misses that first and second rocket. Third doesn't really connect either, but the fourth, fifth direct rocket, and this is looking like a definite cap on the way. 1-0 to Eind.
Yeah, I really like the power drop, doubling it up. Master had a lot of armor to his name. That's definitely a time you want to double it up. In the previous game we saw him on Japanese Castle's DP against, I forget who. We saw the split every single time, but that was mainly because you know the players didn't have armor, so it made sense to do that.
KFF. Indeed. And it also, I mean, depends on the kind of abilities of the players in some ways. If you've got someone with immense aim who can dominate with quads, but maybe a better flag runner, you might want to split them, each one to the suitable power up. So look, 30 seconds before this first power up. 6 seconds difference between the two. Following Oz at the moment, going to cycle around Hoshi in this midfield area now, attacking down the main staircase. The rail was missed, but he hit his own rail. Sounds like there's a bit of trouble in this base room, although a bit of support. Some Damaro coming in there, stopping Hoshi in his tracks. We've got 8 seconds till the power-ups. Raced is at the red power-up. That's not any time particularly soon. Well, 6 seconds. There we go. Hoshi ran the back. Yeah, what are they doing? They all went to the power-ups. I think sound secure. He's got to be careful. He didn't even look to the right of him there. Let's switch round to the power-ups. Raced with this quad. Still got another 15 odd seconds with it. I think Ozo had the regen. Well, he's just messing around at mid as well. Not really getting anything out of either of these power-ups at the moment. Nice frags though by Race. The odds get support from Hoshi as well. Hoshi with the flag, dodging these rockets. Nice play on that staircase. That's brilliant play, in fact. Barely took any damage at all. Tiny little bit of splash. He could bluff his route here. Yeah, I think he did spot that play coming through that tighter entrance. They're going to take the bounce pad. Got to be careful. He doesn't get shot. Ozo picking up the flag. The other side, there's Hoshi. It's frag on frag. Takes out MP, and it looks like it's going to be a tied game. 1-1. Nice capture. Really nice run there.
Yeah, fantastic movement on those stairs, using the clipping to his advantage. That's one for the movie, for the event show.
Yeah, some of these very subtle tricks that these players can do, you might not notice them at first, but when you really understand the game, you realise just how much skill some of them take and how much thought process goes into it. So 1-1 NVC.
Yeah, it's looking good. I gotta say, looking in favour of funC at the moment, especially in these power-ups, because obviously with you spawning back at base most of the time, they can afford to push into the enemy team. But we've got a enemy team's power-up.
Yeah, it's an awkward position here. It's just before the power-up. Now, what do you do with this flag? Do you attack the power-up? Do you wait for it? Should you wait for this power-up? 10 seconds to go. Looks like they might.
Well, no one's got a railgun that can come in, so all he has to do is dodge the rockets. Why is he dropped? Wow.
Dropping into plasma as well. Probably the worst thing you could do, but they don't pick up the quad. Although that's fragged pretty quick, sharpish. Raced with this regeneration. It's all just going a little bit hectic at the moment for Eind. They don't seem to have a real lock on exactly the tactics they use in the game. Ozo does confiscate that though, and well, we switch back to the quad here. Raced, moving in high.
Yeah, Ozo should just go back to base and drop those 2 parrots and leave him for base defender.
Should
Is he at base now? I don't know.
He's at the enemy base.
Oh, enemy base, sorry. I thought he was at home base. My bad.
And the parrots do run down, and we're back in the normal order of play, I guess.
Yeah, no, I thought it was at home base, in which case it would have been a smart move, considering he wouldn't have been able to do anything with 10 seconds, but as he was in the other base, completely wrong.
Yeah, you can get a bit disorientated with
But the
CTF
spawns
with all
on
the
this game
switches and the spawns, and yeah, especially this map. I mean, when you do spawn in the opponent's base.
I can't believe that was actually, that came into someone's mind to, design a map back in the day where the spawns went into the enemy base, but it's worked.
I think it's good. In a way, it opens up the game a lot more. I don't like it when I'm playing it though; it's really annoying. But it's probably the better thing to do. Hoshi looks like he's just going to grab the flag now. In fact, he does. He does get the yellow as well. Dodges those first rockets. Doesn't quite connect strong enough rockets on the chasing defender. He's actually evaded that railgun. Does get blocked by Ian though. Ouch! That's quite an annoying moment for him. He probably would have run in to
yeah, there's 2 green
enemy
guys
anyway,
there waiting for him anyway, but so unfortunate.
Damaro going in, attack, heavy shotgun, takes out Orion. Here's the power-ups up. Mouse Star grabbing Eind's power-up. Looks like they're playing it pretty safe this time. Ian with the funC one, so they might meet head-on in this midfield area. See, Ozo's got the pick-up now. Mouse Star palming it off to him. I'm going to switch to the other power-up, see what that is. They're both relatively equal into where they are into their opponent's base. Well, Ozo taken out pretty comfortably. Spawns right on top of the other regen, which is Ian. Got a teammate in the base right ahead of him, damaging MP severely, and now Ian comes out on top with that one. He's not got any real armor to work with. Direct rocket down the stairs by Ozo. Finishes him off. And I mean, this map, this is just the way it works. There is a lot of flag grabs. It's pretty typical you see on this map. Flag grabs and lots of attempts to run it out to the midfield. Because once you take out those flag defenders, they don't generally spawn on you in base, and often they can spawn on the other side of the map.
Yeah, what you got to remember is there's just 2 yellows for the attackers, and not every attacker can get it. So quite often what happens is you go in toward the enemy flag and you take a railgun, and what more can you do but just dive at the flag and hope for the best. So a lot of the flags will never get out, but Ian now with it, 8750.
He takes a rail shot, and a second one from Ozo as well comes out on top there. Switch round a little bit.
But I've played this map quite a lot in pickups. So I stopped playing competitively, when it was released into the Quake Live pool. But I've played games where I've poured those middle yellows for the entire match, and only got 2 caps. So it can be very difficult. And like you mentioned before the game, it's one of the maps you really see the teamwork come out. It's going to be all about 2 to 3 man push, and with a quad potentially happen, but he's in the enemy's base. Yeah, I've got a double
power-ups, yeah. Damaro with the quad this time just drops it for a teammate, though the teammate didn't want it. MP, do you want it, mate? No.
I don't know why he's rushing about this. He dropped it. He could have just taken it back to base, wait for the yellow arm.
Could be caught out badly here by the regen, although the regen pushed him away from him. We're going to switch around to Ian with the regen, and he's just sort of using it in a defensive way now. Quads run.
You've got a quad and you've got a regen on this map. If you take a bit of damage when you take the quad, why not just take it back to your own flag, drop it, keep time on it, at a standstill, and as soon as that yellow spawns, pick it up and go attack with it, or do something else with it.
Give it to a stack-based defender and cycle rounds.
You've got to be quick about it. You don't want to let the time run down, so it's got to be a split-second decision, and I think that was a moment they could have potentially done it, but, you know, maybe we'll see that in the future, I don't know.
Let's switch around, have a look at what MP's doing. Seems like he's, as we know, defender, working the upper area of the base, just dropping down when Mousestar in the base room needs a bit of support. Mousestar nice and stacked now. So this is kind of situation when you get a really stacked player, you'd love them to be able to run out and get an attack in, or just be set up for the power-ups. In fact, that might be the plan that is going to be the power-up gatherer, following Ozo now. Getting a frag in the upper area of the funC base, but I mean 19 health, he can't really do too much now, waiting for his teammate's support. He's going to go down pretty quick. I'm going to follow Damaro. In fact, he picked up that yellow.
I think what Eind have got to be careful of as well is we've seen Hoshi come in just before power-up to pick up the flag, so I think Mousestar, you know, wasn't wanting to be the power there because of his stack. If he does leave, Hoshi could go ahead and pick up the flag, so has to be extra careful.
funC around their home red, following MP going to get this regen.
Regeneration.
Ian with the quad. So quad and regen split either team.
The thing, he's got no armor. What's he going to do with it? Where's the regen? The regen's sat in base, so... Again, why not drop it, wait around for a bit for yellow armor, the regen will run out, then go in.
Well, nice rocket out there by MP. It's going to drop them both. Ozo, again, that quad is only 5 seconds. It's not a big deal to fight over that, because it is going to run down. And there we go, quad extinguished. So, 1-1 NVC. I mean, which way do you see it going?
Oh, anyway, at the moment, I really think at this rate it's going to come down to a flag grab just before the pickup. Like I said, Hoshi's doing. He set the standard. He's put that worry in the mind of Eindhoven, and here he goes again. But you know, still a while between the power-ups.
Like, what surprises me is he didn't delay his route out there and just confuse them. He just gave away his position so quickly.
Like, I mean, so many people everywhere. No way.
Sometimes, I mean, especially when you're on your own, if you can stay in their base a bit longer, you can confuse them. You can give your teammates a chance to get the mid secure.
Nope.
Like, if he just stays around here before the doorway, he won't give away his position, but he's gone for the rush. This might work out. Or it might not.
11 HP.
Yeah.
It's a bit of splash. Honestly, I keep mentioning it, I really want to see if one team gets a regen next and the other team gets a quad. I want to see the quad team just drop it, delay it. The other team is going to think the power's ran out, and then all of a sudden quad comes into the face. Boom. I want it to happen. I don't know if it will. But at the moment, it's going to be something sneaky like that that's going to separate them.
Here's the penultimate power-ups, often the most important in the game. Set the tempo and the tone for the rest of the final minute, and this is the Russian who's going to get the last power. It says Ian has actually grabbed the flag. Why are you going that route? Going to switch round. Ozo's got the quad, and Race has got the other quad. It's gone into the Eind's base. He gets a couple of frags straight away. The 225s aren't up. Is the 25 to the right, or is he just going to rush it? He's just going to rush it to the midfield. Doesn't get shot in the back. Doesn't pick up the 50. Comes up quad against quad. Ozo just coming out on top there. Only 7 HP. Drops it for his teammate. But, I mean, that was like the worst drop ever. But at least it didn't result in anything too drastically bad.
It'd be nice to see be able to throw quad damage in a direction. Be interesting.
Yeah, if you just hold it down like the drop button, it builds up power and you can throw it at distance. That'd be quite interesting. Hoshi, who's been kind of my star man, I think, in terms of attack.
This is the thing, he's got so many flags, and Eindhoven going to be worried every time they leave the flag stands.
Picks up again, 25. Sorry, the 50 armor is up. He's got teammate support as well. He can move out high. This could be a really good moment. Oh, it's getting blocked off. Good bit of plasma. Damaro, it looks like it was fragged as well. Race just coming out on top there. Looks like they're going to grab it back. Switch Damaro moving out. Is a cross-steal situation at the moment. Although Damaro's still in a vulnerable position. Hoshi is in his own base. Damaro's looking alright now. Looking pretty safe, I'd say. It's not like he's going to get spawned on in this position, so Here we go. Oh my
Okay,
god.
they really have to pick up a power up and drop it down. If they don't, it is literally going to be 50-50 in this last minute. I mean, they have to do it. They have to pick it up, make the team think they've got it, and drop it, and give themselves some extra time to go in for an organised return.
The way they're going to play it is just give it to the flag carrier and make sure he holds the flag. It's the safest thing you can do. In fact, he should delay the pickup. Hoshi there.
Look, Ozo's got it. I don't know what he's doing. He's just wasting time. He has no armour. He's going to get meaningless kill.
Well, he's going to run back to base, is he? Yeah, this is a very long waste of time, Moon. Come on, you need to recover the flag if you're going to do it. Get on with it.
Why doesn't he just drop it there, wait for the yellow?
No, actually, this could work out wise, because, I mean, if you're going to give the quad away, you don't want too long on it left. So, he's moved in about the right time if the flag was just there, but it isn't, so... And so, Damaro pretty stacked, so's Hoshi. Pretty similar stacks, although Hoshi has a lot more health, thanks to that regen. No Mega, of course.
Well, looks like we're going to overtime anyway.
Yes.
First overtime of the tournament, is it?
Oh my god, Damaro, no, he's taken out. They've moved in and... It's... Oh my god, they grabbed flags. What's happened? funC managed to get the flag capture. There you go. It's all over. Wow. Just suddenly out of nowhere.
Oh. Fantastic first match.